Hey guys, Kev here, and I have an unboxing to do for you. This package comes by way, I believe, of House of Blades. So big shout out to the boys over at House of Blades, specifically Chris. He's the guy I talked to over there. Good dude. Gonna unbox this with my Jack Wolf knives, Javelina Jack. Absolutely fantastic. There's currently a sale going on, which will probably be over by the time this video posts, but from July 14th to July 23rd, there is a 15% off sale on javelinas and low drag jacks, and House of Blades is one of the dealers that has those knives, I believe, but they also carry other Jack Wolf knives, so check them out for Jack Wolfs. Check them out for any of your mainstream type knives. They have a lot of popular stuff, which we're going to see probably in a second here. And I do have a link for House of Blades. I also have a discount code, LeftyEDC. So you can go over to House of Blades and get 10% off your order using LeftyEDC. There are some exceptions like Benchmade and probably Spyderco and Jack Wolf. But many knives and brands at House of Blades, you can use LeftyEDC. And the link down below also helps the channel. So win-win for everybody. So let's get into this. It has my address and theirs on it, so I'm going to cut it off screen. This one, I don't know why they don't send to my P.O. box. Maybe they needed it for UPS or something like that. Close this bad boy up. I'm so glad they did this sale because it gave me a chance to carry this again, and I really like the javelina. So we have a Benchmade Grizzly Creek. We have some cool stickers. And then we have a Wee knife as well. So let me just make sure there's no other stickers or anything. So you have a Wee knife and a Benchmade. I thought that was a pretty cool combo. Knife drip. Look at that. They're hip with the drip. House of Blades, baby. All right, these stickers are going to go into my giveaway bin, which is pretty dang cool, right? Let's start with the Benchmade. This is going to be a hunt class knife. It's a manual open and, ooh, S30V throwback. I know that's probably still their standard, but this is featuring select edge, which I believe means it's a very low angle, which means it's very sharp, which is cool. Now, I have had a North Fork, I've had a Crooked River, a mini Crooked River in. I've had a few models in. What caught my eye on this one was this tool. It looks like there's an extra tool in there. So, that's pretty cool. We'll take a look at that. It's got some orange features to it because, you know, hunt class. Looks like we got a lot of steel going on here on the liners, but that's okay. We are, for a Benchmade, we are damn close to center. I mean, that's basically center for a Benchmade. It is definitely over to this side in real life. But if you get the right angle, hey, you know, it's just like if you get enough drinks in you, she looking good. You know what I mean? This is definitely a have a few cocktails and she's dead center type of situation. Sorry. But yeah, looks good. Let's see. We got an axis lock. Ooh, okay. 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 Let me try that again. Okay. Yeah, it feels okay. Feels like a Benchmade. I thought it felt snappy for a second. Not really. It's, you know, it's got that weakness, weak springs, and it's on washers, and and it's a little tight, but that's how they usually come, and then you just break them in. You use them, you carry them, you lube them, and they break in. It's a Benchmade. We've all been there. I don't currently own any Benchmades. Ooh, we got a lock stick. Ah! That tends to happen too early on if you flick it too hard, you know, because, you know, you just can't be flicking them knives too hard. It'll kind of lock up a little bit. Usually because there's oil and debris and shit in there, and as you carry it, clean it, use it, that will break in like any knife. But Benchmades particularly do have a break-in, I think. And I think to a lot of people that's fun, and exciting to have a new knife and have it break in. For me, it's like, I wish it was great from the beginning, but hey, it's already pretty much, now there's no stick at all. Let me give it a good whip. Little bit there, but I mean, I'm really hammering it out, and it's not even maybe giving me a little click, but it's coming right down. That's great. Still mostly centered. Again, no play at all. Well, now we have a little bit up and down and left and right as it's breaking in here. So anyway, standard stuff. It's a Benchmade. All right, I'm going to shut up. It has a unique blade finish for me for a Benchmade. Usually, I feel like they have that really cool satin with the grid pattern on it, kind of like a matrix pattern. But this clearly has a tumble over top of that. You can see some of the lines, but then there's a tumble. And that's nice. I think they do that maybe on the Hunt series to keep things clean. If you're going to be, you know, gutting animals or whatever with it, maybe a stonewash makes more sense. Let's see what this thing is all about. Ooh, we're the gut hook. We got that gut hook. It does not lock. Interesting. It is very weak. So I don't know how much that matters because I mean, I would just worry about, well, you can't really hurt yourself. Oh, I see. And there's some jimping here. So I think you're meant to do this. Caress it. And then use that jimping right there. And then so you do have a gut hook right here, which is cool. So you have that situation. I guess it could also be a seatbelt cutter if you want to look at it that way. And then you have another little toggle here. I think that's just to open it. I don't think that's meant for anything else. Sorry if you hear a little background noise. It's my kid. I put her down to sleep. She's just kind of... there's a lot of play in here. So that's not great. But again, you are locking it in with your hand. And I mean, there is movement. But I think you're just getting in there to cut some sinew or ligament or whatever. So I don't think it's a big deal. It does close pretty well. I'm not sure exactly what it's... If there's a magnet or spring or something that's just holding that in. I don't think you could shake it out. And you can hear it moving, but it's not coming out. The blade wants to come out, right? But not the gut hook. So yeah, there's the Grizzly Creek. I don't know if this is a new model or if it's an existing one. I actually have it up on my iPad so we can take a look. So here's the Grizzly Creek in wood with some orange. Obviously, you've seen the knife. It's $247.50. Wow. You can sizzle it though for $61.88, which is good because, yeah, I don't know about that. It's S30V, and wood and steel for $250. U.S. made, so you know. But we all know about the Benchmade tax these days. I don't need to talk about it. So if it's your cup of tea, here it is. It is a functioning knife. I think it would do well for what it's made to do, which is go out with you hunting, you know. So there is the Grizzly Creek. Let's take a look at our Wii. I believe this is the I wanted to say diametric, but it's the diatomic. So I think this released recently, and I believe it's a double-edged like flipper deal, dagger flipper. So you have the classic sticker. I mean, this thing has been in their pouches for years now. They must have made 8 million of those. Nitro Mini, so they have a little pamphlet now. Okay. Okay, we got some pamphlets up in here. The Skahan looks pretty good right there. The hyphen is definitely nice. The Makani was cool, except for the puke ano. No Elementum, no Snick for me. Smooth Sentinel, okay. Yeah, just some cool knives, you know. I'm just showing you knives. Alright, here it is. Is this the one with 2 clips? swear I saw a knife that had two, yes. All right, so this has 2 clips, which I find ridiculous, but, and they're both tip up. Wow, tip down, tip down, tip up, tip, damn it, Kev. Wow. English is your first language, bro? Tip down. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, lefty or righty, I guess. And then you have a little wheel in there. Oh, it's pretty flexible, but that's okay. It feels good. It's got a wheel. Don't know how that's going to work with this dip. We'll have to check that out. You have what looks like a integral, actually. It's got a cut here and a line here, so I don't know if there's separate pieces and it is a faux integral, but I don't see any screws, so I think it is an integral. So this is going to be a pricey guy. I bet it's going to be $300-400. You have the screws here and here for something. So maybe it isn't an integral. I don't know what those screws do. So I think if you took those screws off, this bottom piece would come off. And then this, is this a clamshell? So I'm not quite sure if it is an integral. This might come apart. These 2 halves might come apart. And then this locks it in from the bottom. Either way, it's fucking cool. Classic Wii centering. Dead nuts. Dead nuts on that. Now you got this is a trickster style knife where they make you want to fucking do this and hurt your finger. But obviously it's only on one side. It is a frame lock. There's your relief cut. Frame lock, that's your clue that this is the side to flick on. Obviously you don't have a clean show side to flick because you got a clip here, but okay. That detent felt good. Let's try. Oh, that's crispy. Especially after that Benchmade. That is some crispness. Looks really cool. This is very badass. Oh my God. See, this is why I just do not like double-edged daggers, because I will push down on that and cut the shit out of myself at some point. You'll get used to it. I don't know. Maybe. I think this side, yeah, this side's dull. I don't know if they're not allowed to sharpen that, but that sucks. I mean, they set it up so you could just put an edge on it yourself, but why wouldn't that be sharp out of the box? I mean, it's clearly meant to be a double-edged flipper thing or whatever. You know, and you can close it like this so you don't have to touch the edge on the other side. And it tucks it away enough. I mean, I'm touching it right here, so it would cut the shit out of me if it was sharp, but not terrible. Man, that action, though, that is some of the best flipper action that as I feel it, that I have felt. I mean, seriously, it feels so comfortable to just push button that. Light switch works, and then it just swings. It has some of my favorite closing action. It reminds me a little bit of my iMamba, because just so smooth, and then, you know, just a soft shake. It's not a guillotine, but, you know, it's so smooth that it just doesn't matter. You know, a guillotine is not always what you need, you know. This is really cool. I gotta say, I really wish they had put the clip just on one side. I guess they were trying to be just symmetrical. But then they didn't go full Monty and put the, you know, they didn't sharpen the edge. So it's kind of silly to me. You know, why wouldn't you go all the way if you're going to go that far with the clip thing? Let's test this clip out. I guess I'll try the lefty one, which technically is the righty one, I guess. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it works great. Try the other one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that wheel thing works really good. Wow. I'm impressed with this thing. I mean, I wouldn't buy one just because it's not my style, but I mean, I think the reason... Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a Wii, so, you know, they know how to I haven't really been interested in Weeze lately, just what they've been doing, but, you know, this is really well done, and that, damn, that thing feels really good. Let's grab that Grizzly Creek and give her a run. See how she feels. I can't even flick it. Okay. I mean, I know that cutting printer paper is not the end-all be-all test, but it is a test, and it does prove that the knife is sharp in some way, right? This thing's freaking awesome. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is really cool. Now, can you do some kind of front flippery nonsense with this thing? Could you, like... Gotta get out of the way of that one and try to... Ah, dude, I just feel like I'm gonna cut myself. Can I reach around? Can I can't do it. I don't know how you would do it if you just... Yeah, you could push here, but I don't know how you would... You're up on it, so you're gonna be up on this flipper tab too. For me, you're really just stuck with the flipper tabs. I'm sure some guys could do it. Is it a self-defense knife? I mean, you tell me. It would work. It's kind of pointy back here, but you can get a decent grip. So Friday night, gas station, Slurpee Saver, it would work. It would work. You know, you might as well just go all out, though, and sharpen the other side, and then you're really covered, right? But the action on this thing is crispy as hell. It just feels... And it's really light, because it's totally milled out in there. I do think it's not an integral because I can see a seam right here on the inside. See if you can see it. See that seam right there? And then this piece locks everything in. So instead of having screws down here that are visible, they have them tucked away in here. I'd really love to take this apart for you guys, but this is a loaner from House of Blades. So you take that out, and that out, this section comes off, then you unscrew that pivot area, which is the clips, and then the whole knife will just come apart. But just really unique. They probably have some cool versions of it. The clip thing is weird, but I get it. It's also cool because it has a very, very symmetric look. I mean, the only thing that throws it off is the relief cut and the lock bar cut. Other than that, everything's almost identical, right? So that's very cool. Let's take a look on the website real quick and see what this one is going for or whatever. I have it up right here. Different version, but I think it'd be the same. Bronze with black. I mean, this is just a stonewash. $391. So you're looking at $400. You can do Sezzle for $97.75. $391. I mean, that's pricey, but you know, you're looking at a very cool engineered knife. Do they even say what the is there like a spec section on here? Here we go. 20 CV. So you're looking at 20 CV, 3.78 blade length, 3.5 ounces. I thought it was lighter than that, but honestly, it feels lighter. So, and it's pretty, I mean, it's not a small knife, you know? Like, here's a stout V2 prototype. It's the same size as the OG stout if you have one. You can see it's quite a bit bigger than that. And this is a full-size knife, in my opinion. I mean, choked up in the back grip. I can get it, you know, 3.3-inch blade. So, all right. That's it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys checking it out. Really big shout out to House of Blades for sending me some knife drip, baby. They're really cool people. Use Lefty10 over there. Use my link down in the description. And, yeah, check out the Grizzly Creek and the Wee Diatomic. I love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.